It is another sign that the drought is tightening its grip on the nation. The U.S. Department of Agriculture now lists more than half the counties in the United States as natural disaster areas. The lack of rainfall, combined with this summer's soaring temperatures, is putting serious strains on water supplies across Oklahoma. Now the city of Clinton is taking action to find solutions to its water problems.
There's been no let-up in the heat that has baked Oklahoma this summer. Those high temperatures are increasing the danger of fire, even as they shrink Oklahoma's lakes and rivers. The problem is especially severe in the western part of the state, where lakes are still struggling to recover from last year's drought. Lake Altus-Lugert, which provides water for irrigation in southwest Oklahoma, is down more than 24 feet. A bit farther north, residents of Clinton are experiencing the effects of the drought firsthand.
City manager's office.
Steve Hewitt is the city manager in Clinton. He says the lack of rain, coming on the heels of last year's drought, has been especially difficult.
We have record usage, record heat of the last 2 years, and it's really put us in a position that Clinton's not been used to.
The water shortage became acute in 2011, when rainfall amounts fell to less than half their annual average. At the same time, the number of 100-plus degree days soared, increasing the rate of evaporation from lakes the city relies on for its water. Previously, 2/3 of Clinton's water came from the city-owned Clinton Lake, but that's no longer an option. Water levels last summer dropped to just 3 feet, and although sporadic rains have provided some relief, the lake still is in danger of running completely dry if the city continues to draw water from it.
We've got it for emergencies if needed to turn it back on. We're looking for sources that can replenish that, such as well water. We've not had any rains to replenish it at all. I mean, the rains that we've seen this spring have just bypassed Clinton and Clinton Lake. So we've shut that lake down, and we're drawing 100% of our water from the Foss Conservancy District.
That means taking water from Foss Reservoir, about 18 miles to the northwest of Clinton. But those demands, coupled with the summer's high temperatures, are taking a toll on the lake. Ronnie Thompson is project manager for the Foss Reservoir Master Conservancy District.
It's going down quite a bit. We're losing almost 40 to 50 tenths a day, which would be close to a ½ inch a day out of the reservoir. Just that is evaporation.
The loss of water is evident along the shoreline and at boat ramps, which end almost literally at the water's edge. Park Ranger Tyler Rickey says no one has ever seen the lake like this.
We're right almost to 9 foot below normal. We only got a couple boat ramps open. It's dropping every day. You can see it. It hasn't been this low since they built it. So the dirt that you're seeing out there has been underwater for 60 years.
And drawing water from Foss comes at a steep price for the city of Clinton.
The aging plant, the cost of water to produce out there, the everyday wear and tear of helping the 4 large cities that are on that line. We're all taking water from Foss. We all need that water. And that's forced our rates to our customers, which is our citizens, to double.
Hewitt says to cope with the shortfall, residents were asked to voluntarily reduce their water consumption. But when those measures failed to curb demand, the city instituted severe water restrictions. Those include limiting outdoor watering to 2 hours per week, prohibiting the use of fountains, mandating that all water leaks be repaired within a reasonable time frame, and prohibiting restaurants from serving water unless specifically requested by the customer. Meanwhile, the car wash business is booming since personal washing of vehicles is prohibited at any location that is not specifically designed for it. Another restriction on swimming pools only allows for normal replacement of water lost to evaporation, but that hasn't stopped construction of a new water attraction in Clinton. The state's first indoor water park is scheduled to open in September, and local investor Walt Schumacher, who is building the 28,000 square foot water zoo along Interstate 40, says the city has been very supportive.
They've been behind us, I'd say 110%. The community has been behind it and is I think, eagerly awaiting its opening.
Schumacher says the water zoo will provide an economic boon to Clinton, creating up to 70 jobs and pumping millions of dollars into the local economy. And he says getting the 300,000 gallons of water the park requires won't be a problem.
The city has worked with us, and they've assured us that we'll get water to fill this park. And it's really not as much water as you might expect.
City Manager Hewitt admits questions have been raised about building a water park during a drought.
But really, that's a manageable recycling system once we fill it. And we can strategically fill it, but we don't want to tell commerce they can't build here, they can't come here, they can't do things here. We want to be business friendly and understand, and they need to understand that we have a plan in place to protect water so they can do business here in Clinton for a long time.
And that means doing more than just managing the problem.
We hired an engineering firm to help us put in a long-term 2020 water plan that looks at lots of different realms of water, from different groundwater in different areas of the county, even out of the county, and finding a very large portfolio of water so that we never have to deal with this problem again.
The study by Garver engineers proposes several short and long-term solutions to ease the water shortage. Those include continuing to purchase water from the Foss treatment plant, using raw water from Foss to refill Clinton Lake, tapping underground water from the Washita River alluvium, and drilling wells in the Rush Springs aquifer and piping that water back to the existing Clinton Lake treatment plant for processing. Cost for the various plans range from $15 million up to $75 million, but Hewitt says finding a long-term solution is imperative.
If we sit and do nothing and just manage this problem, we risk a lot of issues. Losing business, losing jobs, losing an attractive opportunity to grow in many different areas. The quality of life drops tremendously. We become unattractive to families and people that are coming to the area.
Meanwhile, water restrictions will remain in effect until the rains return to Clinton.
Clinton is not alone. As the drought intensifies, more cities across the state are implementing mandatory water restrictions, while others are asking residents to voluntarily conserve water. The latest report from the U.S. Drought Monitor shows 99% of the state suffering from drought conditions ranging from severe to exceptional. The continued hot, dry weather has also prompted Governor Mary Fallin to issue a statewide burn ban until conditions improve.